Hey guys, what is up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning into another video. In this video, I want to speak to those of you that may have recently got rejected from a job interview. You're a UX designer, you've gone to an interview, you've gotten rejected maybe once or twice, or you're struggling landing that next role. My message to you is this: more than likely, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just not the right time. All right, your opportunity is coming. You have to keep progressing. All right. Now, this video might be cliche. You're like, Mike, screw you. You stop it with all this cliche mumbo jumbo. Give me some tactics, some things that I need to do differently. Look at my portfolio. What do I need to say in the interview? What should I say when the recruiter calls me? Like, is there anything that I can improve on my portfolio? Stop with all that. All right, for 99% of you, you got all the right stuff, right? Nobody is perfect. You got the right stuff. You have the resume, you have the LinkedIn profile, you have your portfolio, you have decent design skills, good enough to land that job, and you're getting rejected. Here's the deal: you're not doing anything wrong. The chemistry just hasn't been found yet. All right, and it's coming. All right, trust me, from my experience, that's my message to you. You're not really doing anything incorrect at this point. You need to keep progressing, and then the chemistry will be found. It will fit like a glove between you and that hiring manager, you and that colleague that's interviewing you, and you will land that role. Just got off the computer with 2 designers, and same thing. Took me about 20 minutes responding, about 15 minutes responding to this one person. One designer was going through an interview process, has a great portfolio, but just nervous. Mike, what can I do? As I'm struggling, I get nervous in interviews. I say the wrong things. I fumble over this. I got an interview coming up January 6th. So I'm giving this person some advice. Another designer went through, had me review their portfolio a while back, because I can see in the messages on LinkedIn, I can look back at I reviewed this person's portfolio, gave them some tips and things like that. This person had 2 interviews, 2 design exercises from different companies, and did not get the job at these 2 companies, right? And obviously is struggling, is reaching, hey Mike, what can I do differently? What could I do? Can you help me out? When I hear these messages, I'm like, you guys are basically replicating what hundreds and dozens of designers are feeling every single day. And so that's why I want to record this message, because I've been there. Here's the thing, is that many times, I don't even want to say it, there's nothing you're doing wrong. You just haven't found the right chemistry yet. Okay? Here's my message, is that when you go out there to land a job, it should not be like pulling teeth. What do I mean by that? By no means am I saying getting a job isn't hard. Landing a job is hard. 100 out of 100% of the time, landing a job is hard. Landing a job at McDonald's is hard. Landing a job at the local grocery store is hard. Okay? It's hard. Landing work. It takes that hiring manager or that person at the cashier stand to even not throw your resume away, to put it in the hands into the right person that actually is looking for someone, that looks down at your paper and sees that they actually want to hire this particular person, actually, and not being a jerk at the moment and not being an egotistical manager, and actually meets you in person and finds you, nice, and want to give you the opportunity to work for that company. So many things have to line up for that opportunity to take place. So when I say the chemistry, when I say the chemistry hasn't been found yet, that's what I mean. The stars haven't aligned. The universe, God is not setting you in the right place to land that particular role. Yes, you feel, I love this company, I would love this logo on my resume, it would propel my career to another level, right? I want this, but no, all right? You want it, but the powers to be is not setting you there for that particular role. Okay, what do I mean by that? Every single, you are in the right position at the right time. Now I don't want to get all philosophical on you, but here's my thing. When you land a role, when you land a job, you shouldn't be having to pull teeth. You shouldn't be having to jump through hoops to land that particular role. It's like a relationship. Okay, this principle is true, tried and true, no matter what you apply it to. If I'm a guy and I'm going after a girl, I should not beg her and scream and scratch and claw for her to love me. If she doesn't love me, it's not going to work out. Vice versa. If she's, not texting him 2 days in a row because she wants to kind of play a little game to get him to text her back because she's doing all this thing, guess what? That's wrong. It should be a mutual thing. It should be a mutual thing. Now, I'm not saying it should be mutual with you and the recruiter. Recruiters are always nice. I'm saying when you get into that interview and you're that hiring manager and you're meshing well and you're meeting your colleagues and things like that, it needs to be flowing. It needs to be flowing. Many times, almost every single job that I've landed, when the hiring manager met me in like the foyer or whatever, in the lobby, and I walked up, I can already feel the energy, like this is gonna be good. Just by them asking me, hey, do you want any coffee? No, everything's good, blah, blah, And we get in there and we just start meshing. The chemistry is there. I can already feel, leaving that interview, I'm like, I got this job. I got this. That means the chemistry, everything's flowing. Sometimes that happens, you still don't get the job. That means somebody else in your sphere didn't line up with you, right? Some egotistical person didn't like your resume or whatever, didn't like your portfolio. Guess what? That wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Take it as a learning experience, move on, move to the next thing, right? Many times it's not you. The chemistry wasn't there, the stars didn't align for you to land that role. I like to tell this story. Every single company that I've been with, or that I've got, every job that I've gotten, they barely even asked me about, or asked me to do a design exercise, or how should I say this? Not all of them, some of them have, but they are more like recruiting me rather than me trying to sell myself to them. And these companies paid me from 120K a year to the last company, 150 plus, 152K to be exact, and did not even open up my portfolio on a computer once during the interview. It was all about, hey, come in, let's meet the VP, let's meet this person. They already knew I could do the job. They look at my resume and like, you wouldn't be working at these companies if you didn't know the work. Well, you know the work. We know you're good. Can you meet, what's your philosophy? What's your design philosophy? How do you work with other engineers? How do you work with, other stakeholders and things like that, right? It's just a flowing chemistry, flowing thing as you go from company, as you go, So many times if you're running up and you're not getting that job, you probably ran into somebody that's egotistical. You don't want to work for that person anyway, right? The chemistry, trust me. And I wasn't always like this confident and had this much experience. Years ago, when I go back 15 plus years, all my interviews that I've landed, even when I hadn't had the best portfolio out there, it was the chemistry. The person was nice. The hiring manager was awesome. And they wanted to work with me because I'm a nice person. We just meshed well. And some people say, Mike, well, maybe I'm messing up in an interview. Am I doing something wrong in my portfolio? Am I doing this? Listen, you can nitpick a million things on my portfolio. You can nitpick a million things during my interviews. When I look back at each one, I probably said things that were wrong. So if I didn't get those jobs, I could probably look back. Was it that one thing? No, it wasn't that thing. Trust me, if I like you, you like me, I see over all those little speed bumps, right? It's like when my wife and I, she's a real estate agent and I do a lot of real estate deals with her as well. When somebody comes in to see a house, if that person loves that house, they will look over all the little nooks and crannies, or little nicks and stuff, that's the paint chipping off over there. Nah, they see through that. They want this house. They'll see, they'll do anything to get this house. But if that person doesn't really want this house, they see all the little, what's that? The window's cracked over there. The door doesn't close right. Listen, chemistry needs to be there. So my message to those of you that are grinding, going after UX design jobs, you're interviewing, you have all the right stuff, you have the skills, you have the portfolio, you're moving. As you move into 2020, just keep your head up. Just know that the chemistry will come. And when that's there, it won't be like pulling teeth. It'll just be a smooth sailing as you go through. Just stay the course, stay the process. Naturally, goes without saying, you will get better with each interview. You will say something much better in your mind from one interview to the next. That's a natural thing, right? As you go through more interviews, you will get better as you go, and that's a natural progression. That goes without saying. But keep the process, keep the course, stay the course, and your opportunity, guaranteed, will come. Anyway, as always, if you do listen to one of my videos, my YouTube videos, or listen to this, and when you land that job, shoot me a message. I love to hear stories of testimonials and things like that. People have gone through different interviews and eventually land that job, and maybe one of my videos have inspired them or motivated them to keep pushing along. Shoot me that message. I'll be happy to read that, and I love to share it with people. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like the things I talk about, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for those of you, if you're not at that point yet where you can interview for jobs and you're just now getting started, you can start building up and improving your skill set today. Go to my site, MLUX Academy. You can even get started for free for 14 days. Go to my site, MLUX Academy, click on membership, sign up for my membership. You have free for 14 days. You can cancel without being charged $19. If you cancel within 14 days, get all access to all my videos, over 90 plus videos, in-depth tutorials on UI design, UX design, portfolio, tips, career advice, my exclusive podcast, all there on my site, MLUX Academy. There's no excuses. Get started today and look forward to an awesome 2020. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.